I'm Malcolm Van Delst, and this is an excerpt from Shiny Pretty Gothic, book 3 in the Do the Wrong Thing series. Last time I read, which was over a month ago now, Ava quit the blues bar after a run in with a drunk customer, started modeling for a university art professor, and began a relationship with a man from Sierra Leone until he asked her to be his first wife. Note that this is the second time through this book. There are edits, sure, but as I prep my books for publishing, I'm not writing new material. Trigger warning, there's some sex. Not as interesting as Josh's sex. Chapter 6, Scene. If I can't wear red lipstick, maybe I can be dangerous and unusual then, like Emmett. Emmett is a friend of Beth and Pierre. He wears black lipstick. I'm going to tell you about Emmett. That'll be $5, Emmett drawls, bored and imperious. But when he takes my money, he looks directly into my eyes for a few seconds. Like deep, like he wants to know what's in there or who I am. Startled, I look away. I'm at a bar called Fastastique. I read about this place in magazines in Birmingham. Only the coolest, hippest, most in the know people go to it. I never in a million years thought I would go, let alone that my roommate would know Emmett. Emmett wears a long black robe and a shawl made from thick black twine that resembles a human sized spider web. He's tall and thin with that gorgeous blue black hair that only some black haired people have, cut above his shoulders. His face is coated in white makeup, though his eyes are rimmed in black. His lips are black. When he dances, he holds the shawl away from his body and swoops and dives with outstretched arms. He stares directly at people, if he looks at them at all. He never smiles. Wow. Oh, wow. He's black, like not African, but black in his heart and emotions or something. He's pale. Well, it's hard to tell because of the makeup. No, he's pale. His arms are pale. I try not to watch him, but he knows I'm doing it. He knows everyone is. I wish I'd dressed better. I feel like a tourist, a hick, in my rusty orange suede jacket and white t-shirt. Where does Emmett get his lipstick? I can't find it at the Bay or the drugstore. The closest they have is a dark purple shade called Blackberry in a clear, inelegant case by a brand I've never heard of. At home, I slather it on. One coat does not make it dark like the actual stick of product. The lipstick is shiny, but greasy shiny, not luxurious shiny. I apply several coats to make it as dark as possible. Then I go grocery shopping. What? The lipstick is worn off completely except for a dark purple ring around the outer edges of my lips. I look like a blow-up sex doll. I was out on the street and in stores looking like that. What if someone I know saw me? I scrub the purple ring from my face and throw out the tube of Blackberry. Where does Emmett get his lipstick? At Willem's studio, he starts a canvas, not a practice drawing, but a real piece starring me. Soon I'll be on the wall with the other life-sized figures. Will I be in a gallery show? I don't think about it. I might jinx it. Wally and Jean take me to a club in the tourist part of Release, a horrible place filled with middle-aged people in jeans and t-shirts. They play top 40. I have no idea why Wally wanted to come here. We stand beside the dance floor while Wally looks around, me in 5-inch green platforms and a brilliantly colored psychedelic retro baby doll mini. I hold tight to Wally's shoulder, and when he leaves, the pole beside me. He and Jean had to help me from my apartment to the cab and then from the cab to this awful place. Why am I here, making a spectacle of myself? I'm the B note once again in a concerto of C's. Is there such a thing, concerto of C's? Why does Wally invite me anywhere? I don't dance. Tonight, I merely stand like a statue, feeling the weight of my fake eyelashes. With Wally and Jean, I stroll down Serrato Street. I'm wearing my aqua green and white pantsuit. I like it. Easy to put on, and the wide angelfish legs are the complete opposite of the thin-legged black pants all the fashionistas wear. Wally stops in front of an unimposing building with a wide, red-tiled staircase up to the door. Hey, it's Ball, that new place I was reading about, he says, turning to Jean. Want to try it? Sure, John nods, looking at me for agreement. Inside, the red tiles continue into a large room that looks like a cross between a Mexican cantina and a Greek courtyard. Most of the round tables are 6-seaters or larger. Our waiter takes us to one mid-back. He's like Emmett, with his head up, looking down on us. Steak tartare, a classy dish that I have never seen on a menu before. Expensive, but so is everything else. And as a starter, it's cheaper than the entrees Wally and Jean are contemplating. I glance around at the other patrons, many older, but all dressed colorfully, like me. A woman with perfect short, copper colored hair and thick, round tortoiseshell glasses talks animatedly to her friends before sipping from an oversized glass with a bit of red wine in the bottom. Her fingernails are long and dark. Her suit jacket is navy, but below it she wears a brightly patterned shirt, red, yellow, and white. She's so unconcerned with anyone around her and confident in whatever she's saying. In no time at all, the waiter reaches past me while holding his body away from me, as if I've got lice or something, to place a plate down, covered with a paper thin circle of raw meat, a few capers, and a sprig of parsley. Wally and Jean both ordered Cornish hen. Looks like the dinner scene in Eraserhead, except theirs don't dance. My meat is pretty flavorless. A good thing, I suppose. If it tasted like horse blood, I'd. Do you like it? Wally asks. It's okay. Do you want to try? Wally stares at the moist pink flesh for a few seconds. I'll pass, he says. Wally and Jean are relaxed and comfortable while I cut small pieces from my meat paper, wondering why people like steak tar, worrying that I've used the wrong cutlery, then hating myself for worrying that I've used the wrong cutlery. I'm not that person. The copper-haired woman laughs. She's so unconcerned with anyone around her and confident in whatever she's saying. Can I go with you? I asked Philip, my ex-lover from Birmingham. He's in town to buy merchandise for his second-hand clothing store. No, it's top secret location. But you want to get dinner? At the door to my place after dinner, I push my body against Philippe and kiss him. Are you sure you don't want to come up? I smile. I can't. I've got an early day tomorrow. Okay, I say, coolly regarding his camel-colored coat, purple silk scarf, and fading good looks. God, I love the power of not caring. Trying to seduce a guy, but not caring if I fail. Can you lie down here? Willem motions to a single bed in a corner near his studio's windows. He sleeps there if he works late. I nod, yes. Turn your legs towards the wall and your face towards me. He stands back and walks around the bed's corner. Can I touch you? Yes. He moves my limbs and my head, stands back, and inspects again. Just a sec. He leaves and comes back with a black rotary dial phone. He places it on the bed and inserts the handle into my right hand near the wall. The black cord cuts across my torso. I'm destroyed. He's figured me out. He knows I sit at home waiting for someone to call. He stands back up, then approaches me again. As he moves my hand with the phone in it, our eyes lock. He lies down beside me. He kisses me. He's a heavy, wide, barrel-chested man, but at least I come. I ask about his wife as we roll cigarettes by the big table near the windows. Oh, we have an arrangement. He picks up a Polaroid camera and snaps a photo. I watch as a woman with wild hair appears. Her head is tilted down towards the cigarette she's rolling, but she peers up. She doesn't trust the photographer. You can see that. Thin and pale with tight, dark nipples. She's cold. Willem pulls out his wallet, but I shake my head. We didn't do any work, I say. He smiles. Take it. You need it more than I do. I don't take it. I don't want to slip into something I didn't plan to.